All right, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 28 of the Blotto Pirates, aka Group 3 from the Last Ark D&D sessions. We are back with the recaps from Lucas, so we will, without a wait, go with that first.
Aboard the Gourd, a vessel reborn in the undulating embrace of the West Blue, the Blotto Pirates find themselves on the precipice of revelation. Onya's experimentation with her spirit shards births a cascade of enhanced abilities, an awakening that bestows upon the crew a heightened perception, unyielding willpower, and an indomitable spirit. Yiga and Onya delve into the mysteries of their enigmatic egg, sharing revelations that chart a course towards unprecedented potential. Chuma, in communion with his sword, Iroh, unveils its storied past and its carnivorous nature, forging a deeper connection with this formidable weapon. Murdoch and Ingrydd, in a ballet of blows and experiments, manifest newfound capabilities, their prowess burgeoning with each exchange. As the ship sails on, life at sea unfolds its own narrative. Yiga drinks, Onya paints, Murdoch fishes, Ingrydd reads, Chuma does nothing. A herald in feathers, a news coup graces their ship, bearing tidings of their Bollywood conquests. Updated bounties, nearly 500 million berries in total, now proclaim the Blotto Pirates' infamy. Alongside the news, a gift from the reliable Nui, her faithful mechanical servant Conk, and a trove of treasures. She bids a fond farewell, having ignited a passion to uncover the secrets of Seastone with Lady Vanazwe, but promises to continue the adventures with the crew one day. As life at sea meanders, the crew explores diverse pursuits. Vasily ropes Tuo into the rhythmic cadence of rap music. Hua, with aspirations grander than her green thumb, finds herself knee-deep in gardening with the Blotto crew's electric assistant. Chuma and Digado embark on a maritime duel, the subtle complexity of Go Fishman weaving an undercurrent of tension. Contavious, on the cusp of recovery, unearths his lingering resentment towards Cassian. Secrets unfurl as he unveils Cassian's quest to unveil the shrouded history of God Valley and a vendetta against perceived slights. As the ship cuts through the Carillion expanse, nearing the hollowed shores of Ohara, Murdoch, a psychic beacon, gathers the crew for a confrontation with the enigmatic Phobos. The crew, linked in psychic union, consumes papaver seeds, surrendering to the sea of uncertainty. In this uncharted reverie, the Blotto Pirates sail forth, beckoning challenges and embracing the call of adventures yet unknown.
Nice.
Excellent. And that music was sick.
Yeah, thanks.
And the little skull animation, that was dope too.
Brawler as always.
Alright. Give me a second, I'll move you guys over. So you guys all kind of took paper seeds together.
Yeah, we did.
Went on like a freaky, well, we'll see how freaky it gets, but some kind of trip into the inner workings of Murdoch's mind. And
Blotto stock.
Let me just make sure this is good. All right. You guys all find yourselves in like you kind of drift into unconsciousness, and then you hear like a swirling, like an otherworldly motion, just like coursing through your heads, almost like a raging tide pool is like over top of you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything sounds muffled, distorted, and above all else, just freaky and eerie. You guys kind of all awaken. You guys all kind of catch sight of each other, find yourself in a precarious position.
Ooh.
You're all kind of floating on these rocks, dangling over some kind of ethereal void. You hear like
void.
faint echoes and whispers echoing through the space around you, like snatches of Degato and Contagious' voices as they continue their conversation from as you guys are about to fall asleep. But it all kind of subsides, and for a brief moment, it's as if like nothing is going on. Is there anything you guys want to say or do while you're perched on these precarious rocks?
It's not normally like this, guys.
Yeah, my above board, my token's not right. I'm gonna re-enter it. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Are we supposed to see somebody, or is it supposed to be?
Okay, well the health
Is this
isn't
better?
Right, but
Is this
it's fine.
better or worse than what you've seen?
I'd say worse. Normally it's a
Oh, cool.
cave.
Ugh. So you do not even know what you have dragged us into.
No, I did not.
Another weekend.
Is he the fool, or am I for following him?
Are we standing on the precipice of achieving some ancient prophecy?
I don't know. I was hoping. Normally, the entity of Phobos tends to appear. Don't know where he's at this time.
Maybe that's his mouth down there.
Could be.
Yo.
He has changed forms a few times.
So, is this like a wave? A whirlpool?
Yeah, like a whirlpool.
It's like a void almost. There's like light flashes of light swirling around it. For the most part, it's like just pure darkness, and in the very center of the abyss is just like a gaping, like a bottomless pit.
So, like, the only thing I have is my clothing.
Yeah, you guys all have your regular stuff.
My weapon as well.
Yeah,
I guess.
weapons, clothes,
I wanna
items.
I wanna jump into the void, letting out a war cry.
You got
All
the
right.
right idea.
I guess I'll go nearer to it, but I'm gonna take more casual steps down with my flying speed.
You go also.
I'm just jumping in.
All right. So Chuma and Yiga let out a war cry, and then jump into this shit. Ingrid, you start to, do you like take a step off gingerly, or are you like testing the weight? Like how are you approaching this?
I'm like stepping into the air with my flying speed. Like
So you
I'm
take that
going
first
out
step?
into the middle, but not down.
Right. Ingrid gracefully kind of puts one foot out into the void and then puts it down as if she's expecting to, walk on the air as she's done before. But Ingrid, you find that as soon as you put that foot down, you expect to see a magnetic foothold of some kind, but it just sinks straight into the air as if you're taking a normal step. In fact, it's not so much that you're stepping into the air as much as you are stumbling and about to fall off of this rock. Give me a deck save.
Oh shit. Hell no. Gravity and shit don't work in here, right? Or magnetism don't work in here, right? This is not right. Deck save. There we go.
Oh my
Murdoch and Onya, you guys see Ingrid kind of like look around suspiciously, and then she begins to like step out into the air, but quite clumsily. She's just like, to you guys, it looks like she trips over her own 2 feet, and then she gives out like a fucking yelp as she tumbles down to the void right after Yiga and Chuma. There's like a brief beat of silence, and then like an echoing boom just reverberates through this space, and the three of them are like spit right back up onto their rocks, respectively, and a booming voice, and accompanied by a disembodied floating head, emerges a fucking massive lion. It's a massive lion head emerges from the void and seems to be like almost confused. It's like, oh, what is this? What have you brought?
Sorry.
That's my crew, Phobos. I'm assuming it's you.
Yes, it's me, you impertinent fool. The lion is like looking confusedly at everyone else, like, this shouldn't be possible. You've melded minds. You've crossed interdimensional realities together.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, seems I got some tricks that you don't have.
The lion seems to be like confused for a brief second. And then you guys all kind of feel like a wave of nausea coursing through you. Seems like something, maybe this lion is like trying to mentally reach out and penetrate all your guys' minds. Like sharp spikes of mental pain stab through your skulls as it makes like a psychic attack on everyone. Give me a intelligence save, everybody.
Oh my god.
Okay. Where is it? Here. There it is.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Ooh, yeah! We were the intelligent ones because we stayed on the top of the rock.
It'll like reach out, and a couple of you will be able to bend it.
Can I use my fuck it, no. I'm roll with that.
Oh yeah, you guys have.
Wait.
I don't know if you guys have any strong wills. Some
What
of you
is
guys
it?
use them.
Oh wait, yeah, I do have strong will though.
Oh weird.
I'm gonna run the strong wills. How many of those do we have? Equal to our proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
Where is my strong? Yeah. Okay, so it's a D4.
Mhm.
My screen's only black and white now.
You can't see anything.
No, it's all black and white now.
You might have to refresh.
Yeah, try refreshing.
Yeah.
It's still far from me.
Fuck it.
You rocking with that 11?
Oh, there we
you
go.
rocking with that 12?
We're trying with the 14. Oh god.
Okay. Is that all your strong wills? God damn.
That is all my strong wills. I was
Tragic.
trying it.
Okay. So the line will like reach out and try to probe all you guys psychically, violate your minds. But unfortunately for some, or fortunately for some of you guys are a bit too strong and kind of like retreats. It's mental stabbages. But for another couple of you, specifically for how much did you get? 14. Well, specifically for one guy, for Chuma, who perhaps he's perturbed by this strange turn of events. Perhaps he's not ready for something like this. But Chuma, you find yourself drawn into the eyes of this lion as it combs through your memories, through your experiences, and above all else, your greatest fears. And briefly, it'll like linger on a couple certain thoughts, some of your deepest, darkest moments, and then it'll retract and again come face to face with all you guys, and it'll let out like a low chuckle, half growl, half like I don't know, chortle, as if it's like amused by this disturbance, by this turn of events. And then Murdoch, you get the sense that it's focusing on you, talking only to you, although everyone else can still hear it. But it'll say like, "You test me very well. I will fulfill your desires and your quest for knowledge and power. Come, challenge the mind of Phobos." And the line will like descend into the void. And the dark spot in the middle will like start to grow larger and larger. Eventually, overshadowing the white, overshadowing the blue, everything else, and start like taking out your guys' footholds. And eventually everyone will be swallowed in like a wave of crushing darkness.
I jump in. I would rather jump in. I don't want to fall. No. That's horrible.
All right, someone jumps in, and for a brief moment, it's black. But after a little bit, one of you guys awakens. Let me hold on. Let me drag your token in here.
Can I do something during the fall?
Yeah. What's up? What do you want to do?
I want to grab a hold of the nearest person, like carrying a metal object.
What does that have? Why?
Because I don't know where the hell this leads.
You can try. You don't have to make any kind of check for that, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It'd just be a basic pulling.
Yeah, Ingrydd will like reach out, and normally she's able to, pull and push and feel the metallic energy of everything around her. But this time it seems like it's just blank. And after, being unable to fly and now being unable to do this, you get the sense that your Delphi powers aren't working as they usually do in this weird dreamscape. But yeah, so everyone will like have experienced a brief moment of darkness, and then you guys will all like awaken simultaneously, and you'll all see the same sight. But for some reason, everyone will see it from the perspective of like the same person. Everyone it seems to be like looking out of the eyes of someone. For some of you guys, it's a bit like higher viewpoint than expected. For some of you guys, it's a bit of a lower viewpoint than expected. But for one person, it's the regular point of view, regular vantage point, everything like that. Everything looks the same. Everything looks copacetic. Chuma, it's just you just awaken. What would you like to do? You see behind you like a resounding thud as this door like slams shut, and in front of you looks like a graveyard of some sort with a bunch of different caskets, and then a figure, like a statue of an old figure in the back of the room there.
Yo, with the knowledge I know about this man from reading those books, what would I do?
Are you asking me?
Pilot my character.
No, I'm asking myself. I will.
So as you're having this like internal stream of consciousness, and you're thinking about shit, all the other guys, you guys all hear this same thing. You hear Chuma's voice in your heads. Are any of you guys going to say anything?
I will.
Anything? Aside from Chuma?
I'll prepare myself for my fears. Let's do this.
Whoa, this is trippy.
What is this?
I thought I was black for a second.
Chuma, you hear all these voices in your head simultaneously.
Ideas.
Whose head am I inside?
I ignore them.
All you guys all hear each other. Everyone is like in Chuma's head right now, it seems.
This is a trick by this Deimos god.
Knock,
Or was it
knock.
Phobos? Which was which?
A resounding
We
voice.
still seem to be connected.
Phobos.
Okay. First, I will study the tombstones.
Right. You start to look at the tombstones, and the writing is kind of like garbled. But as you take a closer look, it starts to like rearrange itself into letters that you recognize. The first couple sets are people from your past. You see your father's name, your mother's name, the name of some unidentifiable Chumas, or sorry, osmiums.
Unidentifiable Chumas.
Some like old Chumas, or some old osmiums, some osmiums that you don't recognize, and osmium orcas in there somewhere.
UFCs.
Okay.
The rest of you guys are all seeing this too, and then eventually it like
flying
settles.
Chumas.
It like settles on one name. It just reads out Combe Vinci. At least that's what one of the tombstones says. Yeah, Combe. Combe here. I'll put it in the chat. Give me a second.
Chuma standing on his business.
Cool. That's the name. The rest of you guys are all seeing this too. Any of you can roll a history check if you want to try and recognize. If you guys know the name, then feel free to
I'll
share.
open,
roll for what? Roll for what?
History check.
I will
History
also
check,
start
okay.
opening all the caskets. I see.
The rolls today are not it.
Good thing you guys are all linked mentally. Murdoch, you recognize that name.
My intelligence save was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy we ran into on the train.
So I want to open the caskets here. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, fuck
you
that.
open up
No,
the casket.
no.
Wait, don't open
no.
them. What if they're us?
Can you stop talking to me, Phobos?
I don't want to be dead.
My name is
This is
Phobos
now.
now?
Actually, yes. I'll open one. The one in front of me. Well, behind me. This one.
You open up the casket, and you see the face of your own father. You
My
haven't
own
seen him
father?
since birth, but yeah, looks a tall, sturdy man, or not since birth, but since like a very young age. You recognize him. I'm not sure if you want to go through the stories of your last interactions with your father. Does Chuma go and dwell and reflect on that, or no?
Who the hell is that?
No, you'll just apologize.
Hey, Chuma, who is that? Can I draw on them?
Can you leave me alone? Phobos?
Sorry.
No,
I can't feel my body, I can only
cannot
feel
think
yours.
without the interrupt.
Now, I'm gonna open this one.
You open that one up, and it's the face of your dear, loving mother, looking
Mhm.
peaceful as ever, just as loving as you remember her. Until, of course, she wasn't. But she looks to
Loving.
be, calm, at peace, blissful.
Mm-hmm. Same treatment. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, in the last casket, open it up.
Of course, you open up the last one, and you're greeted by your own visage, staring back at you.
Mine?
Yes, yours, Chuma. Your very own face. It's like you're looking in a mirror almost, except
my
this
God.
one has a
Hey, Chuma, what are you doing in
know,
there?
sallowed skin, I think is the term. Like some wrinkles and shit. Looks to be like some scars running up and down his body. You look closer, you see it's the corpse is like missing an arm. Cuts in his face.
And he will smile. He says, I died a glorious man. I have wrinkles. That's a long time.
Can I draw on the wrinkles?
I don't think that works.
How many times is this Phobos gonna keep trying to imitate my crew? Can you leave me alone?
You hear like a fucking disembodied voice reverberate through your brain as like the deep voice that was emanating from the lion just like enters your skull. It says, Osmium Chuma, the virtuous deserter. You set down on a path to uncover the secrets of your life, the circumstances of your birth, and the unfortunate tale of your existence. And where has that landed you, Chuma? The voice will like start echoing back and forth between the room, like at some points coming from this tombstone, at some points coming from another tombstone. It'll be like, you've committed atrocious act after atrocious act, after swearing yourself to a life of justice and protection. Is this the life you wanted to live, Chuma? The life of a no-good pirate? The crew around you does whatever they please. Your friends barely talk to you. You barely talk to your so-called friends. The people that you've left behind, your family, your comrades, they'll all die without you, Chuma.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be sad. It'll be sad as hell. But I don't know about my family. My parents, they cool. I don't mind. Damn.
But
where
chill
has it
about
led you?
this.
Nowhere. I had a good discussion with the man in O'Hara. Hey, why am I talking to you? What the fuck? Sorry. I want to look at this statue now.
The statue?
Yeah.
The statue looks like an older warrior looking dude in a suit of like armor, holding a well built sword. It's all made out of like some strange rock. Face of like a venerated warrior. There's no like markings or labels or insignias or anything like that. As you look at it, the eyes kind of like glint. You're not sure from what.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're staring at the statue, it seems to be staring back at you.
I'm gonna look at Phobos and be like, "Hey, can you tell the future?"
A voice will echo back to you after a brief silence. It'll be like, "I can tell everything."
Okay. I'm gonna go back and be like, "How did I die? How did I lose an arm? A beautiful arm."
Phobos will like whisper back to you almost lovingly at this point. It'll be like, "You died a coward's death. You fled from the battlefield after you faced an enemy you were too weak to conquer. Your friends and allies died because you couldn't protect them. Because you ran. Because you never amounted to anything. Your parents were right for selling you off, Chuma. They knew you were worthless. Those Marines that raised you, they let you leave. You never had a hope with them. And now you're stuck with a lot as hopeless as yourself. Doomed for an eternity of suffering, of struggling."
I died running away from who?
The voice is silent.
Interesting. Running away. Hey, have I looked at the other two tombstones yet? Or not?
I don't think so. But as you look at them, they seem to read out the names of Tenshi Kai and Tenshi Ryu.
Mm-hmm.
The dates are garbled. And as you take a closer look, you realize that one of the spellings of the name is wrong. Tenshi should be with 2 eyes. This one has 3.
Okay. You will not fool me, Phobos. You're nothing but a loser. You will bend to the will of Murdoch.
Yeah.
I'm happy you agree.
Now get us out of his head.
I would like to stare at this statue now, since it was looking at my eyes. What colors are the jewels in its eyes?
They're not exactly jewels, just like stone. Kind of like recesses almost in the stone itself. But as you look into like these dark recesses, they seem to get larger and larger and larger, and like you're drawn into it almost. And without you really noticing, you see that the statue is almost starting to move now. It like spreads its arms wide, and it like takes a step forward as if it's trying to hug you.
Can I talk to Iroh?
Iroh is silent.
Oh yeah, I'm in Dire's head, not Dire Murdoch's head.
Can we draw on the statue?
I don't know. Can you?
Can I do it through you?
No.
Darn.
The statue's gonna try to hug me?
Statue's gonna try to hug you.
Okay. I'll let it hug me.
You feel it hug you. And,
wait, no, fuck that. No. This is supernatural. I'm attacking it.
Yeah.
All right. What exactly is Chuma doing?
He'll aim for the head. No, the eyes.
All right, with your sword or just a fist, or what are we doing here?
Oh wait, I shall do my fist. Where the fuck is unarmed strike? Oh.
Chuma, you let loose a punch, but it just seems to like bounce off this guy's head. Just doesn't seem like you have the fortitude to punch through this thing.
Again. Nah, I'm messing. Then I guess there's nothing to do. Can I try to attack it again?
Yes. You punch it again, and while it doesn't really shatter, you feel like a crack. You feel more than see like a crack in the statue, and almost simultaneously there's like a crack in the whole room behind you. It's as if while you're attacking this thing, you're attacking the whole room itself.
Wow. Okay, now I'm gonna talk to Phobos again. Why did you choose this type of setting?
The voice is silent. The statue is just slowly but surely reaching forward, trying to hug you.
Oh. Right.
Slowly, like the stones are splintering and like crumbling on the face of the statue.
I should have asked again. Sorry, I clicked on a strike.
It's all good. Chuma with like one fucking hearty punch. It seems like you're sure of yourself at this point. You punch clean through the statue's head, and it like disintegrates around your fist. And as it does, like the room itself disintegrates, and you feel yourself falling into the same void from earlier. There was like a brief pause. What's up?
Why did he pick that area? I'm so confused. I'm interested. A graveyard.
Yeah, there's a brief pause and then like blackness again. And then everyone kind of wakes up once more, this time from the point of view of a shorter person. Shorter person with a little bit of a different outlook, you could say. You guys all find yourself in the mind of Onya D. Quinn.
Oh.
Who appears to be in some kind of like sick bay. You see a bunch of, I guess you guys all see a bunch of like hospital beds that are ripped up and a crumbled ground. Onya, you specifically recognize this as the same sick bay where you were treated by Dr. Correa way back when Randall Island was, or when you were attacked on Randall Island.
Place.
There's like a table in the center with some medical supplies and like a pool of murky water underneath of it. Again, you guys are all kind of seeing things from the perspective of Onya D. Quinn.
Oh God, oh
Ooh.
What is this place, Onya?
This was a hospital that I once was at my home island.
That's pretty beat up.
Am I paralyzed? Have you paralyzed me, Phobos?
Is this where you train to be a doctor?
That's where I learned some, yeah.
Why would this big kid take you here?
I don't know. Is anything in particular on the table?
Just some standard medical supplies. As you kind of move around the room and take a look, same disembodied voice echoes through your head, and it goes, Onya D. Quinn, the girl that shouldn't be alive, the girl that escaped from a doomed island and a doomed heritage. What do you think you're doing, Onya? Do you think all this gallivanting around the seas, pretending to be someone that you're not, will bring back your home? Will bring back your parents?
My parents were gone before this island even perished.
No matter. All that matters is you, Onya. What have you accomplished? All you've done is inflict chaos and mayhem everywhere you please. Is this really the life of a scholar, of a doctor, of someone that was inspired by the betters amongst us? Yes.
You make a
Sounds
good
like
point.
right.
I would like to begin to scream because I cannot move.
Onya, you hear Chuma's fucking disembodied screams coursing through your head at the same time that this spirit is like berating you.
And it reminds you of those burning people. Nah, message.
What? Maybe I'm not what you call a conventional doctor. Maybe I don't prioritize helping people. But at the same time, most of what I ever known was chaos, coincidence. Things just happened around me that I had no power over, and I guess I always accepted that since I was a child. But I guess I've wandered around aimlessly for a while, because anything else in this world, because this island is no longer around, I guess wandering around as a pirate, I guess, was the closest thing to home. Since everything else, the alternative is chains.
The voice like is fucking screeching at this point. It's like, you have no home, nowhere to go back to, nowhere to run. You're
Not
stuck
right
in
now.
here for eternity. And the little bubble or the gurgling small pool of water at the center of the room will start to grow bigger and bigger, starting to spread. You take a look at the water, and it's not the sludge or the sewage that you're so used to, despite it being murky and like foul smelling. And yes, you can smell it. It's like of a creepy, eerie, unsettling nature. The voice seems to be like mocking you at this point. It's like, what will you do, little Onya? Trapped with no hope of escape. What tricks does the last remnant of Randall Island have up its sleeve?
This was real. Why do I hear them in my head?
Who the hell is them?
The water is like slowly covering the ground. At this point, it's like knee height.
Oh wait, I can't hear them, can I?
You can hear them.
I can't hear them. Okay. All right.
You can hear the voices of Murdoch earlier, the fucking screams of Chuma as he's coping with his new reality, and the occasional comments of Yiga and Ingrydd, and of course Phobos talking to you.
My home and family may be gone. Everything. You may be drowning me around here, but I do know that my new friends, they're in my head right now, so I know this isn't completely hopeless.
Isn't this
At
like
this
water?
point,
You
the
can't
water
maneuver
is
water.
the water is like waist height at this point. And while water usually saps you of your strength, as Chuma so kindly pointed out in your head, this one you kind of feel like you can move through it. You know, despite all of its properties, it seems like it is a liquid after all. And Onya still has relative amount of mobility within it.
Can she do like some kind of perception and look around for any way out, maybe?
Yeah. Perception or nature or insight.
Perception. Perception, nature, or insight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Anya is really all that you have in front of you is all Anya can think of. The water is quickly rising. Again, waist height now is like slowly creeping up your torso. Soon it'll cover the entire fucking room.
Try to plug up the hole. Maybe it'll stop it.
Punch the statue.
Oh, there's a
don't
statue
touch
there?
the statue. You'll become paralyzed like me.
The clock is ticking on you. The voice like rattles through your head.
Oh.
Take a choice. Make a leap of faith. Or perish, just as Randall Island did.
Alright, I wanna climb up to the face of the statue and let's see, do I still have this ability? I want to use dissolving touch on the face of the statue.
Alright. You try to dissolve the face of the statue. But for whatever reason, maybe that's something to do with the fact that you can smell again. But regardless, it seems like your devil fruit abilities aren't working here.
No.
The water is slowly creeping up, filling the room, flooding your thoughts, encapsulating every one of your senses.
Yeah, plug the hole. Plug the hole.
What hole?
Where the water come from? I don't know. It might be a hole. Maybe.
Can I pull my dagger out and stab it in the eye?
Alright. You pull it out, stab it in the eye, and when you pull out your dagger, it's like just more fucking water gushing out of this thing.
Oh.
Maybe if you drink it, maybe it'll go away. Try that, maybe.
Okay, then I'm just going to dive right into the middle and just hope something happens.
Alright. You dive into the middle. You start swimming, I'm assuming, to the place where the hole was coming from. And after what seems like a fucking hours of swimming and like trying your best to escape this shit, at some point your breath runs out. But you keep swimming for whatever reason as water fills your lungs. It doesn't feel like you're drowning. You keep swimming, and eventually, after some time, it just fades to blackness. You're not sure whether you managed to escape or if this is the end of it all. But you descend into unconsciousness, and we find ourselves looking through the vantage point of another individual. Some red-haired individual, quite tall. This red-haired individual finds themselves in a place that's quite familiar to them. The same area where they and their master would spend hours, working, uncovering the various secrets of different technological marvels. And that very master itself seems to be just going about his day, looking at some notes, walking back and forth between anvils and tools and weapons of some kind, tending to a forge with some bellows.
Ingrid's gonna like kind of step back, shocked for a moment, and then she'll just full ass run in, try and like flying hug this fucker.
Ingrid runs, and again, all you guys are also seeing this from the perspective of Ingrid. But you guys all like collectively run and try to hug this guy, and you go straight through him. As if you aren't there at all. He just continues about his day, humming to himself an Eastern melody as he examines some notes and shit, and then tends to the files. Yeah, briefly stops to look up at the clock. He's like, "I wonder when Ingrid is coming home." And he continues to work.
I am right here, and like she's like getting up off her ass, like looking around, like what the fuck's happening over here. Goes up and I guess tries to like push him more forcefully, but you know I'm already knowing or expecting the outcome of this.
Yeah, your hands just go straight through. He just doesn't acknowledge you at all. And as you stand in shock, wondering what the fuck is going on, the same disembodied voice echoes through your head. And it's almost like this dude is talking. His mouth moves in unison with the voice, and all you guys hear it as well. It goes like, Ingrid Russell. The vessel doesn't know much about you yet, but I can read you. I can read your soul. I can read your thoughts. Everything. Your regrets, the places where you couldn't be, the times when you weren't there, as if you never were there, as if you couldn't do anything. You have no power, Ingrid. No matter how hard you try, what you do, you'll never be able to change the past. You'll never be able to right your wrongs. Hopeless and fruitful existence. I almost pity you.
You are nothing. And clearly you are nothing but a specter in the mind. I should have known as soon as I saw him. You may have his image, but you have nothing else. Nothing that I care about.
It's like a dark laugh. And it's like echoes through your head. It goes, care. We'll see. We'll see who doesn't care. And as it says, this is like a banging from the distance within this forge. And the man like turns his head. He's like, "Oh, Ingrid must be here." And he goes towards the entrance, and a bunch of fucking white shirts busted down. Hold on. Where the fuck these guys? What? Oh, there it is.
Did you just throw a dagger?
No, that was Onya. Really.
Oh,
Yeah, that was me. I threw the dagger.
Yeah.
You hear the voices of like, "This is the Marines. Identify yourself." And the man like gives a brief start, and then quickly starts to check his notes and shit, and starts packing stuff up, just hiding stuff as fast as he can. But fortunately, he isn't fast enough. As some people bust down the door, enter the room, and they all stare down at him.
All right. Can I try and go into Giant's Might? I don't know if it's gonna work. This shit's going funky, but I'm gonna try and grow into Giant's Might, just like him, and then take a swing at them.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, trying to keep the composure, but there's a little bit of like protective hysteria going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Does it work?
You get bigger and you throw some punches, but it just doesn't seem to work. You just seem to be flying through these guys' skulls. Ingrid, despite putting on a front, is still unable to do anything, unable to change anything. And the disembodied voice in your head notes that much. He's like, look at you. All that talk, and you're still over here, trying your best to protect those that are close to you. Don't you know this, Ingrydd? You never will be able to do anything. And these guys will like pull out some knives and some guns and start advancing on this guy, and he'll look back at them, and for the briefest moment there's like how do you he'll like look back at them, and then there's like for the briefest moment a flash of fear in his eyes. Ingrydd, of course, knowing this man so well, you recognize it. Phobos' voice echoes through your head again as these guys seem to like slow down, advancing towards each other. It's like this moment, Ingrydd, you replay it, you think about what would have changed if you were there, what you could have done, but it's nothing. Nothing will have changed. You have no power, and you never will.
All right. I'm just gonna. I'm like at least desperate to like make some sort of impact or be heard at this point. And I'm at least on the ground. I'm gonna see if I can shatter the ground, like in some desperate attempt to just try and make some effect.
Roll me a Constitution, or you can roll me either an athletics check, or an insight check, or a investigation check.
It was investigation, athletics, or what?
Insight.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll an insight check.
You wanna use inspiration on that?
I mean, shit, sure.
Damn.
Nice.
That's what the fuck like to see. Ingrydd, as you fucking bring down your feet or your hands and shatter the fucking floor beneath you, and the voice again, there's like a cracking sound within the room, across like the floor as you crack it, obviously, and like across the faces of your old master and these old marines. As you bring down your fists and crack the floor again, it's like another crack echoes through your mind, through the room, and across these guys' faces, and they start to like splinter and crumble. And Phobos like looks at you, or he doesn't really look at you, but you can kind of like feel him examining you. And there's like a slight note of almost interest. He says, "Huh, this one's more sturdy than I thought." And as you bring down your hands with one final crack, the Marines and this guy they bring their weapons together to punch him in his shit or whatever, but they don't quite reach as you shatter the floor of the room itself, and you find yourself falling into that deep, empty void again.
All right, I'll call out to the others like as I fall into this void, because they were kind of silent through most of that. I'll ask, how much of that did you see?
Everything.
Everything.
I'm take my silence for now, and yeah, I'll address that shit with them later.
Bet. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab this. Your vision, your perception, everything kind of fades into blackness again, and you awaken in the. Cool. in the arms, or fuck, in the eyes, with the vision of your dear beloved captain, who finds himself in a weird, twisted version of his grandfather's old dojo, all the way back on Kano.
Ooh.
Except there's like a strange fucking tree filled with like needles and shit in the very center, growing, quickly as the like branches and brambles start to spread across the room.
What's over here? Let's see. Ooh, look at these bottles. Are these...
Again, all you guys see the shit from the perspective of Yiga.
It's the dojo.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it, but it's all fucked up. Freaky ass tree. I want to look through these bottles.
Can you stop thinking about alcohol for one minute?
Yeah, there's not much here. What do you want me to do? Train?
You said you're looking at the bottles?
Yeah.
Are you drinking any?
I just want to examine the bottles first.
Yeah, it looks to be like some expensive Kano wine, some premium sake, a couple bottles of Micro in there. The same brand that you recognize from Bollywood. Looks to be some vintage shit. In fact, you see the same bottle that you stole off that one girl way back when, the Rebels warehouse in Kano.
Nostalgia. Oh, fucking pick up that bottle. And just fucking... I'll pop the cork and smell it.
It smells like the good shit, You got the tangy but rich scent, kind of like a bitter aftertaste almost to the smell. Looks to be like ripened properly. Smells delicious.
What is it, Ingrydd?
Do you trust the things of this place? Do you really trust them?
What would I roll for that?
Play insight or investigation.
Yeah, I guess I'll. Oh no, yeah,
After seeing that shit from the perspective of everyone else, Yiga does have that little voice in his head that sounds suspiciously like Ingrydd, telling him to be a bit more vigilant, a bit more mindful of all the shit that's presented to him.
I guess you're right. It's kind of dry in here, man. I don't know what to do. Just fucking throw the bottle at the tree.
The tree will you throw the bottle at the tree, and the branches will move in unison, curling around the bottle as it flies toward the trunk, and then they'll wrap right around it, and the bottle will disappear from your sight. And then the fucking little pines, little needles will quiver in the air as they vibrate, and it's almost like a voice is emanating from the tree itself. It'll be like, Yiga, the beloved captain of the Blotto Pirates, but the weakest of them all. You thought you conquered your fears. You thought you became a man worthy of inheriting your grandfather's legacy. But you haven't done shit, Yiga. And his voice will almost take on the tone of your grandpa. It's like, you sack of shit. You thought you had something. You thought you could be me. But you're not me. You're not even worth your fucking shitty father, Yiga.
Nice, very nice.
Thought you could conquer Kano. Thought you could sail into the Grand Line. Don't meet your end just like the rest of them. You saw how your father ended up, Yiga. That's your future right there. I guess you're to chasing empty dreams with nothing but anger and resentment.
Listen, I'm not gonna take any bullshit from somebody wanting to show himself.
Show myself, Yiga. This isn't a fight you can win. motherfucker.
That's what you say. Bring that ass down to the streets.
The voice will kind of like chuckle, and then the pines will just, or the needles will like start to spread across the room. Branches will like, go from the beginning of the tree and then stretch all the way to the walls, and tiny twigs and shit will like start to grow rapidly, making like twisted crossroads of splintered wood and shards of sharp, almost steel within the wood, as these like little needles start to erupt from the branches and like start to fill the room. They get getting bigger and bigger, closer and closer, spreading across the room, getting for you.
What is that? God damn it. Yo, I got all my items, right? That shit.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, let me check. Try to use this fucking tinderbox.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking take one of my torches. I'm gonna light that shit. I'm gonna throw it at the fucking the bottles.
At the bottom. You with quick thinking and ingenuity. Let's flicks a little spark the bottles. And like the whole thing just catches on fire, erupts in flames. The flames like reach the branches, and it all just seems to doesn't really stop their growth. Now instead of just needles and wood, you have flaming needles and burning wood spreading across the room. A disembodied voice laughs in your head. Your grandpa's like, "Dumbass."
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck?
What's he gonna do?
I thought that was gonna fucking.
The needles at this point they're like, it's dense enough that just moving, they like puncture your skin, scratch you, cut you as you try to move through them. Everyone else feels the same sharp pain as Yiga's like punctured by thousands of tiny little needles, trying his best to move within this twisted, perverted version of the place where he grew up and trained in.
I feel nothing. No, I'm messing.
Oh, you gotta like confer with my fucking the voices in my head. You know, I talk to you and be like, what should I do? What should I do? How do I figure it out?
Guys, you guys, sending out a plea of help.
Wait, what did he say? I didn't hear him.
So what should I do?
What should I do?
What is the meaning of this place? Why were you brought here? Why are you being attacked in this way?
Yiga, you must destroy something.
No, I destroyed the bottle, so that didn't really.
Use force, Yiga.
Force.
And don't cry.
Nigga, I'm not crying.
That's what he wants.
I cried.
You sounded like you was crying.
Nigga, I'm not crying. I'm talking
And
it's kind of blurry, you know?
Like, yes, you were.
Be honest with yourself. What does this full boss know about you?
You don't know shit. It's got a bunch of lies. Making impressions of that old bastard. Oh, good. Yeah, I guess I'll try to punch. Fucking branches.
Alright, making an attack. You punching? What are you punching? Just the branches?
I get see if I can destroy it. Just like, or if I'm just gonna.
Alright.
Just don't do that deal.
You let loose a couple of blows, and you splinter some of the needles. But as much as you splinter them, they also just like scratch into you. It seems like however much damage you do, just as much damage, if not more, is being thrown right back at you. But you do clear a little bit of space within this like thicket of twisted wooden needles. If you want to like move in any direction or do anything, time is running out and they're going faster and faster. Whatever you do, you're gonna have to move quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking just flurry of blows through this shit. I'm trying to get to I guess the main trunk.
Alright.
If I can keep clearing space. So I got roll damage too.
Nah, just to hit.
Okay, just hit. Okay.
Actually, yeah, let's do damage instead. Because you are pretty much able to hit these things.
Okay. I'm going forward to the fucking trunk. Hold on. So like how many blows?
We'll say 3 more.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, we'll say that with this much damage, you're able to, with all these punches, you're able to get to the heart of the tree. You stand face to face with the trunk. Now it's just a matter of what exactly you want to do there. Are you trying to rip the shit down? Alright, so let's roll the damage for all these. See how much you're able to do. I'll set the number in my head right now.
Gotta get 1 extra punch off. Like what? Just in case.
Yeah, sure, 1 extra point.
Man, I'm just fucking click off this shit. Oh, that's alright.
The final punch?
Oh shit.
Jesus, there we go. Exactly it. You punch straight into the fucking sternum of the tree itself, and it seems like fucking shudder. And Phobos' voice echoes in your head, laughing, as if to say, like, you've won this battle, but your fate is still sealed. And the needles all around you kind of wilt and fall to the ground. And it's almost as if the floor is like caving in from under you. And again, you find yourself falling into that same void. Your head is murky. Your eyes start to close. You drift into unconsciousness. And you awaken when in the body of your trusted first mate, who finds himself on the deck of the gourd.
Oh.
Looking out at various crew members, but they seem to be fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Contavious has like a fucking cannon or like a harpoon impaled straight through his ribcage. His glassy eyes are looking out into the distance. Hua and Puo are covered in rubble. You can barely make out like a hand or two poking out from underneath. And Vasily leaned up against the stump. And I just like barely, he's like coughing, looking at you, straight at you, Murdoch. Like, Murdoch, where were you? Why didn't you help us?
Man, what did you do to them, Phobos?
Murdoch, or Vasily's like, what are you saying, Murdoch? It wasn't anything but you. And his voice will like slowly peter out. Phobos' voice will echo through your mind. I'll be like, Murdoch, I've shown you nothing but the future. This is what your journey holds. The path that you're going down, nothing but chaos and destruction for those around you. Is this what you want, Murdoch? Is this the life you want to lead?
No, I'm gonna protect them. That's why we're here, Phobos. Yes.
Not at all, Murdoch. We're vessels of war, of carnage, of mayhem. The battlefield has no place for love and bonds. I know that better than anyone. Betrayal and blood steeps its fields. That's all that we ever were, Murdoch. Killing machines. Born to inflict carnage. Embrace it, Murdoch. And like all the fallen crew members will simultaneously look up at you, and with the same like disembodied voices, they'll yell out to you, "Embrace it, Murdoch."
We don't need to be the fear. By making places we go better, we make people care about where they are and the people around them, and they fear losing it. We can create fear by making good.
This is like a shadowy chuckle, as if for a second almost, Phobos was considering it. But he'll look back at you and be like, "You don't believe that, Murdoch. You don't believe that for one bit."
I do.
You're just...
All the futures that you showed us, they don't have to happen. If you lend me your power instead of fighting me all the time, we can prevent all that. We're stopping Deimos' influence. We're making the world better. Your power can help that. We can create a world so perfect that everyone will be terrified of losing it.
Again, a brief pause, as if this voice is like, truly for a second, and identify with you. Hear your thought process. You've been using, or you've been with this Dofu for long enough, and you slowly start to extract its capabilities. That it was almost like a chance for you to resonate with it, to reach some level of harmony.
I'm gonna try to go in hybrid.
Okay.
Does it work or?
Everything in here.
You try to will yourself into that hybrid form, half man, half lion, half Phobos, half Murdoch, and well, most times it was effortless, almost as if you were designed to be in that form. But this time it just seems to shun you. You try as you might, turn to feel like more feline, or exert your animalistic tendencies, but it just doesn't seem to work. And Phobos, just doesn't seem to resonate with him. But your words seem to have had some kind of effect, and perhaps you'll be able to bridge the gap. If you'd like, you can make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Outside of combat, Murdoch.
Oh my god.
Called it!
I have inspiration.
No.
Let's go.
Yes, inspiration, nice.
And I do have strong will.
You can also use your psionic dice.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I will use one of those. Yeah.
I think it's a D6.
D8.
Or D8.
Yeah. Boom.
18, you're rocking with that?
Let me expend strong will just in case. Strong will's a D4?
Yep.
21. I'm happy with 21.
21. 21. The voice will ponder for a second. And Murdoch seemingly avoided disaster by avoiding that crit fail. The voice kind of just echoes in your mind. It's like you get the feeling that this is unprecedented almost, and whatever fucking entity is within this fruit, you don't know how long it's been alive or how long it's been around, but you get the sense that it's been around for a long ass time. You start to see things from its perspective, bloodied history of battles and carnage and toppling empires one after another. And while you are really no different in your actions, there is a level of humanity to you that its previous users haven't exhibited before. And for once in damn near, or who knows how long, this fruit is like starting to ponder, perhaps, a different kind of existence. At this point, Phobos will be like almost fed up with you. He'll be like, "Bah, fine, Murdoch, show me your power. Show me just how much you and your companions can accomplish. Let's bring this to the test."
Hold on. Wait, you actually continue, Sarge.
Alright. The cannonball that's like crushing, who is that, Tua? I think it's Tua. Oh no, that's Hua. Just crushing Hua will just like let out a fucking, rapidly before you can even react. A fucking cannonball will blast straight through your head, and everything will fade to black.
Ooh.
And you guys will all awaken. What's up?
Did we hear the last part about him saying fine?
Yeah.
Or yeah, I would like to call him a bitch, and I said he would and I told him his will would bend.
All right. Chuma calls him a bitch. But yeah, you guys all find yourselves like right around here-ish, all kind of perched around this. What is this? This like circle. Let me drag in Ingrydd, and then let me drag in Murdoch. You guys all notice, Ingrydd, you notice that you can kind of feel the metal around you again. Murdoch, you've got your enhanced sense of smell back, and your eyes adjust to the darkness quickly. And Onya, you can't smell shit, which is a good sign for you, I guess.
Oh, thank
Can I
goodness.
talk to Iroh?
Ooh.
No, not yet.
Damn.
But yeah, you guys all find yourself looking at this fucking same pool of water that you saw from Anya's perspective, and inside is like
Oh, I thought I was done with that
in the
crap.
middle of the water is like a crypt of some kind, like a circular fucking dais of some kind, and in the very middle is like a set of charred like rocks and bricks around a single like what is it? A single like skull at the very center. And Murdoch, looking at this, you have this specific sensation that this is not just any normal skull. This is the skull of Phobos himself. And just as you have that realization, the fires around the skull erupt, and the pools of water rumble, and quickly a fucking swath of tentacles emerge. And it seems like you guys are gearing up for a fucking massive ass battle.
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh my god.
But we're gonna get to that next session.
Ah! Cliffhanger.
Let's fight the Kraken! I'm so hyped for next.
Release the Kraken!
But yeah, sorry for the short session. We got a little bit of insight into your guys' inner fears and inner minds. We'll be back next week with hopefully the conclusion of this battle and then the beginning of O'Hara. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks for adjusting on my whack ass schedule. I had some shit going on this weekend, so I was scrambling a bit. But I appreciate you guys waiting. And, I'm glad we got to see this one too.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I guess we will be back next week. Thank you everyone for watching. As per usual, all the links for the other campaigns hosted by the Last Ark are in the description of the video. As always, if you are interested in more info on these, want to join one, want to run one, click on the Discord link for the Last Ark server. That is the place where it all happens. Also a great place to be if you like One Piece. We've been trying out the TCG this week, so there's a lot of people getting into that. It's a great time to join, like always. So once again, thank you everyone for watching. We will be back next week at the normal time. Thank you, and